Welcome back, pals and gals, to the next episode of PhoenixCast, our weekly podcast series. Today, I'm joined by the man, the myth, the legend,
the
Ryan.
Platinum Hunter.
The Platinum Hunter, self-proclaimed.
Always and forever.
It's Mr. Ryan Cross.
What?
They can't see you flipping me off, boy.
Well, you know, it's a good day.
Is it a good day?
Well,
Because Chelsea are playing the Premier League.
League's back, so
Yeah.
I've got entertainment every weekend.
What are we talking about today, Ryan?
I don't know, what are we talking about?
All right, if you're going to flip this round on me.
I'm not the host of this
We're
podcast.
going to talk about... Hey, the host doesn't carry everything. The host just leads.
I thought you
Pays off.
used to carry...
We're
I'm carrying you my whole fucking life.
I was going to say, is that a compliment? What's going on?
Right.
I should be used to carrying. Yeah.
We are talking
About the Nintendo Switch. And it's...
greatness.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Okay.
This console
I don't understand your hate
is
for the Switch.
best
I'm going to say.
console. Well, get into the topic and I'll tell you why.
But personally, I love the Switch. And we're going to talk about what games we would like to see coming to the console to best utilise it and make it an enjoyable thing to use. So without further ado, let's dive straight into the news.
Oh my god.
I do apologise to everyone who
Please don't do that again.
I'll try.
Alright.
I'll try my best.
Thank you. Right, so do you want to start or should I?
Okay. I'm going to say that one thing that Nintendo could do quite well I say to drive sales, but I don't feel like they need to with the Switch. It's doing pretty well on its own. But if they added in a Nintendo Virtual Console, not Nintendo, GameCube Virtual Console, we'd be having a pretty good time.
It would be a good console then.
See, the thing is, I think a lot of the Switch games are already better than their GameCube counterparts, but I'm just going to say that. Let's carry on.
You're going to tell me Odyssey is better than Sunshine?
I think they're...
You're going to tell me Breath of the Wild is better than Wind Waker?
Okay, that one I don't agree with. I said most.
The only Pokemon game I could pick out a lineup is the what Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee that we're getting.
Well, they're not out yet, but realistically, the only Pokemon game actually out on the Switch at the moment is Pokken Tournament DX, which I forgot was actually out until someone told me they had it the other day. I was like, oh yeah, that was a thing.
It's alright. It needs way more characters, and by way more I mean like how many generations of Pokemon are there? Like
yeah,
six.
I know it doesn't have a big lineup, but no, like for me, Odyssey and Sunshine are two different beasts. They're quite different. Like Odyssey has set stages and set shines in each stage, where it's like there's 8 per level, and you know pretty much what you got to do on each one. They're just done in a different way. Like you have to do a Shadow Mario level without your water thing. Whereas I feel like Odyssey just kind of promotes exploration, and that's kind of the whole point. Just exploring.
Yeah, not what I'm looking for. It's fine.
But
Whoever likes Odyssey can like it. I just don't think it's...
So that's what I'm saying. I think Odyssey
great.
and Sunshine are both great Mario games, just in a different way. So like if I wanted to play one with a clear objective, I'd play Sunshine. If I wanted to just mess around, explore, and feel like I'm gaining something from doing so, I'd play Odyssey.
I can't tell you why I don't like Odyssey, because I don't even know. I play a Mario game, I'm bored within the first hour. I'm like, great.
Well, it would just seem that you're not much of a fan of Mario then.
Well, I could play Sunshine for hours. I could play...
I feel like you're riding on nostalgia though with that.
No, because Sunshine was actually good. It controlled well. Odyssey does not control well.
I see that. I disagree.
He lags. I've played it. I can feel it. When I move Mario, it takes a second for him to even move from the spot he's running from. It's like when you Crash Bandicoot and you're running on the ice. It's like weird. It doesn't make sense.
I haven't felt that myself, but
But this isn't about ripping into Odyssey. It's just talking about games that we want on the Switch. That great console, the Switch.
Okay, so say why you don't.
What
is your problem?
It was the console that came after the shit Wii U. The Wii U was shit.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Everyone can agree on that.
God, alright, so to take it away, do you remember when they unveiled that console?
The Switch or the Wii U?
The Wii U.
The Wii U? No, I don't actually really remember. I remember they
announced like they were going to make a new announcement of like a console This was obviously before the PS4 and the Xbox One. I think it was a year before, actually.
Yeah, it released.
And everyone was like, oh, Nintendo's head of the game. We're going to get something great. And then they unveil it, and it's like this shitty gamepad. It's got a Wii U box, but it's like lay flat instead of up now. And then it's like, they were like, and it's called the Wii U. And it's like, oh no.
You see, the thing people don't get with Nintendo is they're not really about massive improvements in technology as they go forward. They're more about innovating and finding new ways to play.
But that innovation was fucking shite.
I completely agree, personally. But yeah, so I think they were just trying to do something different. I feel like the Switch is what they wanted the Wii U to be, but they just did it right this time. Because the Wii U, you could switch games from the TV to the gamepad and take that away. They've pretty much implemented
but that gamepad was so small. Like the
screen was tiny and it was uncomfortable to use. In general.
The only game I saw use it correctly in a way was Wind Waker HD, because it made item.
Well, yeah, in the same way,
easier.
Zombie U did that as well.
And then that was like meant to be a Wii U exclusive, and now it's not.
Yeah, it's because the Wii U died, and the publisher was probably like, look, let's make some money. But no, I think Zombie U, because that was the same difference. It had like the map on the bottom on the touchpad, and the like select weapon, and then.
Well, I only played that game recently.
Zombie.
So, yeah.
Well, it's just called Zombie now, isn't it?
Yeah. Scared the shit out of me.
Oh, it's a great game, I think. I think it's a really good idea.
But you can tell it's made by Ubisoft. Like, I don't know why, but I was playing with my girlfriend, and when I put it on, and I was like, one, you can tell this has been ported from the Wii U, because the graphics aren't spectacular for what it probably should be. That's
like, a topic for another day.
I'm comparing this zombie game to my favourite zombie game, which is Left 4 Dead. And Left 4 Dead looks amazing. Still to this day.
For its time.
I think to this day it still looks great.
It does look good.
If you compare it to Dying Light, it looks like trash. But
yeah, but that's what I mean. I think for the type of gameplay Left 4 Dead has, it's aged well.
It's run and shoot.
Yeah, no. I mean, like, the game itself doesn't take itself too seriously. So you don't expect, like, this AAA amazing graphic experience to still feel the...
But it's Valve, PC gamers. It's Valve. AAA everything. Where's your Half-Life 3? Fuck you. Sorry. Go on.
I think we hit a nerve there.
It's not happening, right? Let's label this fucking video Half-Life 3 is not happening. Get over it. It's not. If I'm not getting Left 4 Dead 3, they can fuck off.
Well, we all know Valve don't know how to count to 3. But, okay, I'm going to talk about a rumour real quick while we're on the topic.
No, they can just do parts instead.
There has been a rumour that Left 4 Dead 3 is coming.
No.
The developer, I believe, of the Left 4 Dead series tweeted saying that they're continuing a big franchise that they've worked on in the past, and there's a new game going to be
Half-Life.
I don't know. I know there's a massive demand for it, but
I want to do a topic on the game delays. For say, so like 15 will probably be included, so I'll go into Half-Life, and
that's a joke. That's not even a delay.
Right,
it's just like that.
We'll go into that. I want to go into game delays and all that crap, but I will say this about Half-Life 3 to anyone who has overhyped that game, anyone who ever thought, oh, I really want that, it is never going to now be as good as you want it to be. Take me in Final Fantasy 15 in our last podcast, because it's just not gonna be good. Sorry.
Yeah, that is a point, like, with
Nintendo Switch games.
Okay, one more thing before we go back. This is a problem with announcing games too early, which has been done with Kingdom Hearts 3 slightly. I don't think it's as bad as it could have been.
It wasn't in development for so long.
Final Fantasy 7 remake.
Oh, that's a joke.
That's going to get the same treatment as 15. I feel like it's going to be a solid, good game, but it's not going to be what people have like dreamed up in their heads, and it's going to disappoint everyone.
I think what people dreamed up with 7 is that it was just going to be the same game, but we're going to get all futuristic graphics, so like PS4 graphics,
like Unreal Engine
or
4.
PS5, depending on when this fucking game comes out.
Yeah, that's another thing I heard recently.
Yeah,
a rumor that Horizon Zero Dawn 2 will be a PS5 launch title.
Yes, I did see that as well.
And that
hype.
We will do an entire episode dedicated to Horizon Zero Dawn, because it deserves it. Let's just go with that. But anyway, okay.
You know what? If the Switch could handle it, Horizon Zero Dawn. but it's PlayStation exclusive.
Well, that's a good
fucking
segue.
ignore me.
It's a good segue. Do you know what? So was Crash Bandicoot.
It was actually
PlayStation exclusive until Naughty Dog lost the rights. As soon as it became like, who was it again? Who took over after?
Was it Insomniac?
No, that's Spyro.
No, it was
That's Spyro.
Sierra.
Sierra did do one, but I think there was someone else as well. But anyway, as soon as Naughty Dog lost the rights and it went over to PS2, it also released on the original Xbox. The Wrath of Cortex.
The Wrath of Cortex, which is
Did it release on GameCube?
It's technically the fourth Crash.
Yeah, they do consider that an actual.
I don't,
but a lot of people do.
Yeah.
It does. It's because it used the formula of Crash 3.
Are we biased? So can I say this? When people say which is the best, Wrath of Cortex or Twinsanity, what do you say? I say
Twinsanity, but I know that it's not.
But it's a linear game, just like every Crash was. But the levels were like, it was like an open world.
It's sort of like Crash Bandicoot 1, but if it didn't have that world map, so you run between the levels.
Yeah,
that's essentially what Twinsanity is. I mean, it even starts you off on a beach.
That's true.
But no, with Twinsanity, I enjoyed it more because it was somewhat different. Wrath of Cortex, while it was a good game, felt like it was a new company taking over and just copying the formula of Warped.
A good segue then is these types of games that could be on the Switch in a way, like maybe
definitely they could do a Twinsanity HD. They could do a Crash HD collection of like Tag Team Racing, Wrath of Cortex and Twinsanity. And I mean, obviously those probably wouldn't be the choice that they would choose.
Crash Team Racing's got to come out at some point.
Tag Team?
No, Team.
Oh, just Team. There is talk.
The PS1.
There has been talk. Yeah.
Everyone always says that's the only game that rivaled Mario Kart.
It is.
In terms of karting
games. Glorious. I loved Crash Team Racing.
Okay, so emulators there.
To be honest, until Mario Kart 7, I don't think I'd ever really played a Mario Kart.
So the rumour with Switch is that, I say rumour, apparently the developers said that there is no plans to bring a GameCube emulator to the Switch.
Yeah, I think
this is a fucking missed opportunity. I think it's stupid, dumb. Why would you? The GameCube is one of the most underrated consoles I think I've ever seen.
I feel like it did get incredibly overshadowed by PlayStation 2 and the Xbox. Like, I mean, me personally, being a big Nintendo fan when I was a kid, I had my PS2. And I saw that Wind Waker advert on my TV and was like, right, this PS2 means nothing to me anymore. I took it uptown.
But people
I traded it in.
That not only did they get like obviously a cell shaded like cartoony Zelda.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
They got their Zelda, which was Twilight Princess as well. It was the last game, as far as I remember, being released for a GameCube.
I'm not sure about
obviously
releases, but
wasn't like the sword and shield flipped or something like that?
No, the entire game
was flipped.
The entire game was mirrored from the Wii version.
Yeah, so it was kind of like Master Quest, really, isn't it?
Pretty much. Yeah. Apart from, I'm pretty sure the dungeons.
So they got that, and then we got what? So let's label the library.
Well, then there was Ocarina.
The library they could bring out is insane for the Switch, but for some reason they're not doing. You could bring out Ocarina of Time 3D if they want people to pay it again. Fine.
Well, maybe not 3D. If they were doing literal GameCube ports, it would probably be.
Yeah, but why wouldn't you do the 3D version? Because it is better.
They'd have to do a lot of stuff to it to move it from handheld to console. Technically, but it needs to work on the big screen too, so it would have to be a console experience.
I don't know. I've seen modders do it. Look, anything we say.
I know modders can do a lot of things, but companies seem to just not be able to do as well as them.
I guarantee they could, because they don't put the investment in. I guarantee that's all it is.
Of course. It's always money. Everything's money.
Like
they are a company at the end of the day.
A while ago, wasn't someone remaking Metroid 2? Or am I thinking of someone else?
Well, if it was Metroid 2, didn't they get remade?
It was something. It was some Nintendo game. It got shut down, obviously, as they all do.
Well, Nintendo are notorious for copyrights and.
A game that should come out for the Switch, I don't know if that's been announced, is this Resident Evil 2 HD remake.
I actually don't know if that has.
But it should, because Resident Evil HD 1. Do you remember? Their first ever remake of Resi 1 was on the GameCube. Hello.
And Resident Evil 4 was, might have been you told me this, came out on the GameCube before anything else.
I think so. I think that's true.
Was that Resi 0?
I don't fucking know. Don't quote us on this.
Or was it Resi 4? I don't
Either
know.
way, we are labouring a library, a back catalogue that could just go on the Switch. And I tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't play my Switch. Mainly my girlfriend does. She's playing Odyssey. I don't play it because I just refuse to play these games that just, to me, are just, yeah, I get what Mario is now. The hat, great. Good addition. I've done it multiple times now.
I don't know, like the fact you can control any enemy in the game.
I'm old. I'm 22.
You're not that old.
I'm not.
I'm 25.
I feel old. I feel old. I'm very... People say I act older than I am, which is true. Especially gaming wise, I can't seem to shake the whole trophy thing, which is annoying. The whole the reason I don't play Mario is because I don't feel accomplishment from it, which stems from trophies, but also because it's a Mario game.
Well, I get the same feeling, but I kind of sometimes just want to chill and relax, and I kind of just push past the whole no trophies thing and just make myself play it. So Octopath is one of the best RPGs I've played in a long time.
Yeah, I know.
The only reason I didn't buy Octopath Traveler is because you recommended I Am Setsuna, and I'm really enjoying that at the moment. So
again, it should be on the
yes,
Switch well.
That would actually be
Although
with the graphic style.
Child of Light got announced the other day to be on the Switch, along with something
Isn't
else.
that already on the Switch?
No, it's going to be on it.
Child of Light is a beautiful
By
game.
the end of this year, that and another game's going to be on the Switch. Can't remember what game that was.
Huh.
One of those indie games as well. Is Child of Light an indie game? Would you say? No, because it's made by Ubisoft, isn't it?
It's Ubisoft, yeah. And it's
So is it double? Is
that
it
was
double
why.
A or is it A or
I don't know. I think
Is it
maybe you
B?
can class it as double A.
is it B plus? I don't get the whole ranking.
A for effort.
A for effort.
No, I gotta say, Child of Light surprised me because it's Ubisoft, and it's just amazing. I cannot pick a fault with Child of Light in any way.
I've got it on Plus. I just never touched it.
I bought it before it was even out on Plus.
Really?
Yeah, it came with a poster and all sorts. It was great. And the art on the poster was by the guy who did the art for 14, like
Yeah.
all the box arts and stuff.
Well, let's say so. We're going to get Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee.
I'm excited for those. I've got Let's Go Pikachu on pre-order.
I am excited, but there is one game, the one Pokemon game, that if they were like, here's a HD of it,
And we can all agree on this. Let's say
I'm
it after
shaking.
3, 2, 1. Pokemon
Pokemon
Coliseum. I was expecting you to take the piss and be like XD Galadarnis.
Guy of that. What are you gonna do about it?
Oh damn, man! Look at them waveforms. I laugh too loud.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Anyway, yeah. Pokemon Coliseum definitely would be brilliant. I gotta say.
Oh.
With the Switch though, I do feel like there's a lot of potential.
Let's say Nintendo have a back catalog, so they have like Advance SP. I'm gonna say SP
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that's the one I used. They have original Game Boy. They have NES. They have SNES.
Game Boy Color.
Game Boy Color games. They have all these games that could be back catalogued, and they would earn like so much.
Well, that's the thing with NES and stuff like that. I think that's what they're including in their membership. You know, £20 a month.
Yeah, but these are things that
Which,
people,
by the way, end the last half of September they're going to start charging for that.
I know.
So, well, I'm going to have to pay it because I'm getting Smash Bros.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pay
So-
that because I think it's a rip-off. But
Yeah, but the problem is without online, Smash Bros has about 10 hours of playtime, and then it's pointless even having it. Gets kind of
don't
boring.
know. You didn't know how long I played Melee.
Yeah, I did too, but that was then.
Melee's another one.
Yeah, I would love to have Melee, but at the same time, I feel like Ultimate's going to be better. It looks that way to me.
Well, if we don't have a collectible thing in the game like Melee did,
What do you mean? Like trophies?
yeah,
Yeah,
like
there is
those-
trophies.
What, like the
Assist trophies.
not those? I don't give a shit about those. I'm
You
on
mean
about like the collectible
Literally,
figures
yeah, the figures.
Yeah.
Those are trophies.
that were basically amiibos, which I'm fairly certain is where they got the idea from.
Probably is. But they've, in the latest Direct, there's going to be an adventure mode like Melee had back in Ultimate.
Oh yeah.
So,
Are they gonna have a story mode like Brawl did?
Yep,
Really?
apparently so. Where you go through a character's story and do certain fights. They've added in 4 new characters in the last Direct. Did you watch the Direct?
Nope.
Oh, well, they added in 4 or 5 new characters.
I told you I don't really care. I'll just wait till the game's out.
They've announced that there's over double the amount of stages ever in any Smash Bros. There's 103 playable stages,
Oh yeah.
which the most ever before that was Wii U, and you had to pay DLC to get 50 something stages.
Yeah.
There's more characters to be announced still, even now, and they just announced Dark Samus. They announced Simon Belmont,
Oh, I saw the characters.
Castlevania stages.
Yeah. Everyone's going on about Luigi getting killed.
Yeah, that was brutal. I did not see that coming. I kind of lost my shit. I was like, what?
Okay,
the
so
hell?
I've got a list here of new announcements. So there was Overcooked 2, Okami HD, which is pretty cool.
A lot of people like that. I still need to play it.
But
But obviously, if I was
one
going to
I
play
don't understand why
it would be
it's
PlayStation.
coming out is FIFA 19.
No.
FIFA shouldn't be on the Switch. And we're going to make a whole new episode about FIFA and Forza and all that crap. But
Yeah, those all
FIFA is
count
so
in that
pointless
sense.
because it doesn't even get the journey, which I found out as well. They're ending the journey after this FIFA.
And then what?
Then they're just going to go back to ripping you off for more money. EA,
yeah.
ladies and gentlemen. Super Mario Party. So I assume that's going to be like
Oh, that was in the direct before this one.
Yeah.
It's just the new Mario Party, but with more features.
obviously I've said Child of Light, Pode, Lightfall, Firewatch was one that I remember
Yeah.
people going on about. Dark Souls Remastered still does not have a release date. Yeah, it came out.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
It's still coming out. It says
No, I know,
it says summer 2018.
I don't know what happened. I mean, in the development, like it was round the corner, and they're like, "Oh, it's not coming out."
I heard that the online had issues with like Nintendo, like something with the online was fucking up, so they had to like delay it.
Right. You mean it's going to release?
Because you know the
It's
online.
going to release end of September,
Yeah,
right when their online service comes out, so they can charge you for it.
There are rumours. Apparently, Steep got cancelled. Like Ubisoft.
I
Steep.
personally didn't like.
I know you're not personally,
Steep
but
at all.
let me talk about this for a second.
Yeah, that's fine.
Ubisoft didn't announce this. They announced a year ago Steep was coming out. And as we all know, pre-orders can happen when a game is announced. Straight away, a game will be like, do you want to pre-order it? You pre-order it now, put $5 down.
Yeah.
So someone tweeted at Ubisoft when they tweeted about something completely different. They asked them, when's Steep coming out for Switch?
Yeah.
Ubisoft replied to that tweet, and that was their official announcement saying that Steep wasn't coming out for the Switch anymore. They didn't even bother making an official announcement to say it wasn't coming out.
But they've had plenty of chance.
And people have pre-ordered this game and put money down on
And
it.
the problem is with a pre-order, at least in the UK, I don't know about anywhere else, but once you've pre-ordered in store with a £5, you've lost that £5. You have to spend it in store. You can't get a refund.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
You can only get a store credit.
It's a joke.
Voucher, which is broken as hell.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so those are some of the games that got announced. I Am Setsuna was definitely one I want. Like,
Definitely, yeah.
If it's one that I think people would love.
The game is a hidden gem. I don't know how popular it was when it came out.
Warframe got announced recently, didn't it?
Yeah, I know a lot of people love that. When I first got my PS4, because obviously Warframe was one of the free-to-plays, I tried it and I couldn't get into it.
According to people,
It was really weird.
people I watch, they say that Warframe is literally 10 times better than Destiny, like in terms of what it offers.
Yeah.
And apparently recently it's added in like a whole story, way more grinding, like loads of weapons you can grind for, like kind of like Borderlands in a way.
Yeah. What, like a loot? What is it?
It's a loot shooter, yeah.
Loot and shoot? I can't remember what they're
But
called.
like you can go redo like bosses and you will eventually get the weapon, but like the rolls might be wrong, so you'd have to go again and get it.
Yeah.
A better roll, which is good.
So done proper. It's like a proper MMO then.
Essentially, but it's free. And
Yeah, I know.
you can either pay for shit if you
Well,
want.
you can buy like founders packs to get boosts and stuff.
Yeah.
And things, can't you? But
But you know,
it's the same with all MMOs.
free game. You can't really
Yeah.
complain.
Maybe I should try doing that again. We should like stream it or something.
Yeah,
Because
maybe.
I mean,
I'm trying.
I'm looking for more games.
My
to-
problem is, right, I think of like games that could be on the Switch. My mind instantly goes to a GameCube emulator, so we could play old GameCube games.
Yeah, of course, obviously. I mean, on personally,
Ruby Sapphire playing it on the big screen would be fucking beautiful. But then they'll do Omega.
but then the GameCube did allow for that.
I know it did.
It had an adapter that you could plug into your GameCube and play Game Boy Advance games on your big screen.
All of this can be solved with like adapters or like
They can make their money from it.
to plug into the Switch, and it's easy. Like
Yeah.
I don't want it. Okay, to say it's easy is an overstatement. What I mean is,
For a company of their size,
takes-
it's a peripheral. They just need a USB, and that's it.
it takes a bit of insight, a bit of knowledge to know what your fan base want. Because when people say, "Oh, I've got a Switch," they go, "Oh, it's so great when I can take it on the go," and like I
Yeah, of
take it.
course.
Some people even take it to work, and it's like I wouldn't risk that.
I started considering it when I worked at my last place, but I didn't have enough to do. So
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, maybe I'll just have lunch break and play some Mario.
Ladies and gentlemen, I actually do want an official Zelda on the Switch. So
An official Zelda?
wink, wink.
You mean one that isn't Breath of the Wild?
I'm literally saying Breath of the Wild isn't a Legend of Zelda game.
I mean, I want one with the proper formula. I know a lot of people love Breath of the Wild. I get that. Not for me, personally.
Don't you understand? It changed what needed to be changed. Don't you get that?
There's a reason.
So instead of it's linear, you now go do multiple temples that are bullshit and pointless so you can get hearts and stamina.
So,
sorry.
For me,
I'm going to make a rant series.
It's like Breath of the Wild. Yeah, okay, it changed things that might have been getting stale for a lot of people. But my personal opinion is they weren't really getting stale. Every Zelda that was coming out, I think, were just getting better and better until Skyward Sword.
I know a lot of people don't like Skyward. A lot of people don't like Twilight.
See, I really liked Skyward Sword. Okay. I'll give this one to Ego Raptor. Bomb bowling was bullshit. But other than that, it was a great game. The Motion Plus, probably my biggest gripe with it. It felt like work to play. But still, a solid game. Great art style. Looked beautiful. And a lot of people complain about the stamina in Skyward Sword. And it's like, Breath of the Wild has a friggin' stamina system that everyone goes is great.
Yeah.
The one thing I can say, okay, Breath of the Wild did better than Skyward Sword is you can upgrade your stamina.
Why not give me an option where I don't have a stamina bar and I can just sprint however long I want? Because if you remember when Breath of the Wild first came out, there was a glitch where you could sprint infinitely. You had to it
didn't happen for me.
Press the sprint button while calling your horse. And if you did that exactly at the same time, you were sprinting as well as calling your horse.
Weird.
You go in the same speed. And it's like, well, if people are just glitching it to do this, why not just add in an option?
I think their problem with doing that is it'd be too easy to go anywhere. Like, you're supposed to be able to have to find your way around places.
Dude, that
Whereas
map
if you had
is
unlimited...
too fucking big.
Well, yeah, I agree. It's like a lot of people say about Breath of the Wild. They made the world and then forgot that they had to put stuff in it.
Yeah, exactly.
But I acknowledge that it's a loved Zelda game and everyone likes it for some reason. I personally give it a 6 out of 10. That's being generous because I haven't even finished it because I just cannot bear to play it anymore.
Yeah.
For me, I'm trying to think. Do you know what? One of the most enjoyable Switch games I've played so far is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which I know is a port, but it's good. I don't see the problem.
Well, the thing about that game was that when it came out, obviously it was a deluxe edition, and they didn't do this bullshit of, you got to buy the cars again. They gave you all the car.
Yeah, exactly.
They gave you Link. They gave you all.
They gave you all the Hyrule pack and all that stuff.
That was a good choice because, and what price was it? Was it 50 or 60?
50? Yeah. Here it was 50.
Yeah,
£50.
So if you did buy the game and all the DLC, I do feel sorry for you, but it's business. You can't get away from it sometimes.
At this day and age, I know we complained in our last episode, actually, in our Final Fantasy 15 episode, about how people who bought the biggest edition got shafted by the new edition that came out.
Yeah.
But it really is just how it is now.
I know, but...
I don't like how it is now.
At the same time, the 15 one was a vital point. You're paying 200 quid, you should get
of course.
Everything.
I'm not saying that isn't any less of a valid point, but... it is kind of the climate we're living in now with gaming.
Could you imagine the Switch trying to run Final Fantasy 15?
Maybe Pocket Edition.
Fuck me. That's...
No, honestly, I could. They would have to do it like PC on low.
It would look trash.
It wouldn't look good, but if people really wanted to play the proper game on the go...
I know that Doom Eternal was announced
good
for Switch as well. It's coming out at the same time.
Yeah.
As everything else, which is a good choice. Bethesda seem to be really into the Switch. Like, they really want to go for it.
Yeah, well, that's like... I'm surprised they haven't released Fallout 4 yet. Because obviously they've released Skyrim.
I think that's a stretch. Because Fallout 4 is bigger than Skyrim. And it's graphically better.
I know that.
So...
But Skyrim's
Switch
downgraded.
isn't as powerful as you're making it out to be.
But that... Anything they can downgrade to the point where it's still playable and looks passable. I'm surprised they haven't put it on there.
Remind me. Docked... So, like, handheld is 720.
Yeah.
Why is it when it's on the TV?
1080.
Is it?
Yep.
I heard it was like 900.
Nope, 1080. I checked on the back of the case.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Huh.
Or that's what the case says. I don't know if each game's different.
Yeah.
But the game I looked at said 1080p. Well, I mean, Horror Warriors is right there if you want to check the back of the case.
Nah, I can't be asked. It's too far.
But, Yeah, for me, it's the same with Mario Kart. So Horror Warriors did the same thing. Gave you all the games. So you got Horror Warriors and Horror Warriors. Goddamn, what was the second one called?
Lego games.
Legends, was it? Lego games would be perfect for the Switch.
Well, I can't believe they haven't done that yet.
Well, they have. There is a Lego game.
I would fucking
Switch.
get the complete saga for the Switch.
Yeah, me too. Because it doesn't matter what you play it on. PS3 has no trophies anyway.
No, I know that.
So, but no, personally for me, over games that I want on the Switch, I would love for Nintendo to make a trophy system. Don't call it trophies, call it a star system if they want. There you go, Nintendo. Take that idea. I don't care.
Star system.
Yeah, and have a star level. Or, did you know? No. Have a star rating. That sounds better. You can have your star rating is like rating 10, and that means you've got, I don't know, like 1,500 stars. Or you could even have it, because this is clearly a Mario idea, but Nintendo are allowed to do that. So you could have it, so you get, see, everyone's favourite is probably 64, I would say.
Yeah.
So I would have it that, like the equivalent of a bronze trophy would be like a Power Moon, and then a silver trophy would be like a Shine Sprite, so like Sunshine.
Yeah.
And then a Power Star would be like a Gold. I don't really care if they have platinum trophies, to be honest. They could just do it the way Xbox did and just put like how many games like completed.
Well, Xbox actually do have now like a platinum type trophy thing. It's like collectible achievements in this game.
Oh,
you get
yeah.
100G for it.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I was thinking more the 360. Do you remember when it just said completed and it had the little thumbnails of each game you'd maxed?
I used to be satisfied by that.
Yeah, me too. I don't know what happened. Like one day
trophies.
a switch just happened in my head and I was like, I see what I did
I
there.
remember the exact day it was. Kingdom Hearts 1.5 release day.
Is that when you switched over?
Well, yeah, it was.
Oh,
That's
when
the
that when
day
you
I
bought your PS3?
That's when I got my PS3. I got it for that game.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then I realised, wait a minute, I could get Modern Warfare 2 trophies.
Again.
Modern Warfare 3 trophies. Modern Warfare 1 didn't have any, unfortunately.
No, it didn't.
Final Fantasy 13. Oh, what a mistake that was. There was a lot.
Well, I switched everything over for that.
There was a lot, to be honest.
Yeah, there was.
No, the star rating is an interesting point. Nintendo aren't going to do it.
They won't do it.
They're not going to do the GameCube emulator either. For some unknown reason.
I don't know. Do they feel like, it's not innovative enough
No,
for us
I
to
think-
rip someone off?
I think they think that'll take away from the Switch. I personally think that what's happened is they've gone into a boardroom. They've gone, right, what do we want for this console?
We want to focus on
We
the
want this
Switch.
console to be its own thing. We want it to be innovative. You know, we want it to have its own like library of games.
Definitely focusing on innovative because, the Labber, they're trying to be innovative. But
although I've not heard much about that since it released.
there's still like the odd YouTube video releasing saying playing this on the Labo piano.
I've heard it's more for children as well. Like,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like it's flimsy. It really feels like a money grab. They know that it's not made that well, so it will break. So I don't know. Nintendo's business decisions.
Didn't they pass 10 million Switches sold now? Or like
Is it 10 million?
It's close.
I thought.
It's past the Wii U ages ago, but like,
Of course. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on sales.
its sales are good for its life cycle, and but I do think that
Can't have been 10 million.
they think that
Because I'm sure no, it could have been 10 million. I ain't got a clue, man. I don't know.
Octopath recently reached 1 million, didn't it?
Yeah, which I think that number would have been a lot higher if they met demand. They didn't believe it would do that well.
It's unfortunate Square didn't get behind that a bit better.
See, they advertised it constantly. All the time on YouTube, I'd have ads for Octopath, and I'd just be like, I didn't really care. I don't know, I was like that with I Am Setsuna for me. With Square, it was Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, and I Can't Be Arsed. Those are my 3 categories.
What do you think
for
of
Square.
like 7, 8, and 9, and like 6 going on to so 1 to 9 essentially, and maybe even 10?
Have you? It could handle 10 easily. 10.
Well, if the Vita can handle 10 and 10 too.
I don't know which one's more powerful, really.
Really?
I don't know. All I remember is I know the Switch is.
Look, if that fucking thing down there is not as powerful,
I know that
if it's equaling power as the Vita, then we got a problem.
I know that thing is more powerful than it seems. The Switch.
Yeah.
But I remember that the Vita was considered like insanely powerful when it came out. Like they were like, this thing is ahead of its time.
Yeah.
The graphics it can handle.
Didn't people think it could emulate PS3 games?
I believe it could if you hacked it, but not the best. It would lag a little bit.
Yeah,
it definitely could handle PS2
we've
games.
dealt with a bit of lag in our PSP days.
Yeah. But I don't know. Honestly, it could handle 10 on the Switch quite easily.
Easily.
But
10 and 10
I don't know.
HD
I don't know if
remaster.
they do 1 to 10 even. I don't know if they would.
Just imagine how like 14's coming out for Switch.
I think that if it hasn't come to Xbox, it won't. I know it's Xbox's issue
Yeah, it's something to do
because
with
they were in talks with Xbox.
It's something to do with Xbox's
Live. It's to do with live. Xbox said we don't want them playing online on anything if they don't have gold. PlayStation, you don't need Plus to play 14.
But that changed after.
Did it?
Yeah,
Because I swore you still don't need Plus.
Changed around the PS4 era.
No, on PS4 you don't need Plus to play 14 online.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, but Xbox I think are refusing.
Do you not remember the Xbox back in the day? You want to use YouTube, you better be have
Oh,
gold.
yeah, no, Xbox is terrible.
What, are you paying £10 a month for Netflix? Oh, but by the way, pay us £7 a month also to use that thing you're paying for. It wasn't until people were like, fuck you, I'm just going to use my PlayStation. And Xbox was like, oh shit, we actually have to backtrack here.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't used Xbox for things like that in so long because of that reason. I don't know. Didn't know it.
Sometimes I use my Xbox for the 4K-ness of Netflix, but that's about it.
I just use my TV
because it
for
uses it a bit better, and my TV's fucking stupid.
But yeah, it's where were we?
we keep going on tangent. The problem with the Switch is not knowing how powerful it is to run games. The only games you could port over to it are like games that people have probably played 1,000 times, which is fine, but they have to be
Sonic Generations,
significant.
A game I want on Switch. Okay, I've only just thought.
If you say Adventure,
no.
Okay.
That's been done enough times. That's on PS3 and Dreamcast and all sorts of crap. No, I want Sonic Riders. You know what? Hate me all you want. I don't care. Sonic Riders was fucking awesome.
Bad. It's not that bad of a game. People just
hate
it because
people hate it. What other racing game has turbulence?
You got a point. People just hate it because of the whole like, well, Sonic's fucking meant to be faster than the speed of light. Why would he use a fucking board? It's like
because he's facing him in a competition.
Yeah.
You can't get disqualified by running.
We haven't played the sequels. We did play the original.
Free Riders.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was the Connect one.
I don't remember which one.
Zero Gravity or something. That's like a different one.
Fuck the Connect.
No,
Fuck the Connect.
It's just
if
terrible.
The iToy was better than the Connect Xbox.
Oh man, you know what? That iToy was amazing.
Port iToy to the Switch.
Oh,
give me an iToy.
Oh no.
When I'm cleaning windows.
Yeah, I pretty much know.
Do you remember the Ninja game?
Bring it back, sing it back.
Oh yeah, licensing would be an issue then with that game. Then.
Probably. Yeah.
That's a shame.
There's just so much they could do with the Switch. It, as much as it's
if they could work a deal with like PlayStation, like PS1 games. Like...
Well, the problem is they're more likely to work a deal with Xbox.
Oh well,
we know that with the Fortnite thing.
It's unfortunate, really, that that's a thing. But
I didn't think Xbox would be like that.
It's because it's all. I tell you what, right now.
Is it because Epic left Xbox and they're like, well, if you're working with Xbox, fuck you, no one's working with us?
No, I think this is all stemmed back from that E3.
What do you mean?
The Xbox One unveiling. All of this is.
What? So you feel like they're still at war? Being like, because we kind of like were a bit arsey
the reason
to each other.
Microsoft and Nintendo. Look, I'm saying now, Microsoft would not be working with anyone if that E3 went the way they wanted it to.
Oh, so that you think because PlayStation are on top, Xbox are teaming up?
Well, yeah.
With Nintendo to try and fight
the enemy
back.
of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware of the expression. I mean,
and let's face it, if someone in Microsoft, for example, called out to someone at Sony and they were like, if Nintendo reached out and wanted to crossplay, would Sony do this? And someone said, well, you didn't hear it from me, but no, they wouldn't. Then this guy at Xbox would be like, I've got a fucking amazing idea here. We could fucking kill them like this and take them down from this way. Or like get to the top again.
They did pick the best possible way to do it. One of the biggest games on the market at the moment, Fortnite.
Yeah.
So using that for crossplay. Because obviously the only account, because this includes PC, the only account that's actually separated and you can't join is Sony.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Oh,
good to
yeah,
go.
that's also the crossplay PC. Yeah, I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
And it's the problem that you can't even switch your account over.
It's Fortnite on the Switch. It is, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
That
we
came
just
out.
Said that, yeah.
That was after E3, wasn't it? I think it got announced.
Right,
and-
let's say this quite clearly. If is PUBG out on it?
No.
Yeah, PUBG's shit. All right, get into your fucking brains. It's like it is
Fortnite without building.
It's a dump of shit. It's Jim Sterling has a video on it. Go watch it. It's a perfect video to describe what PUBG is. It's just fucking
See,
trash.
the thing is, PUBG did start the battle royale genre.
It did, but it
but-
wasn't good.
The thing is, it was popular because there was nothing else like it.
Yeah, and then
The second Fortnite
came
came out and then added in building and like all just.
Fortnite has a story mode.
I know it does, but
You have to pay for that.
I know you do. I don't know anyone who has. I know your brother did.
Yeah, he did, and a streamer I watched did. He said he played about an hour.
Ash did.
Oh god.
Well, he started getting trophies on it, and I think all the
is that how
trophies
you
are
do it?
only story mode.
Oh fuck that. Yeah, a streamer I watched bought it, and then an hour later, an hour in, he was like, "This is just terrible compared to the online because they don't update it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the balancing for the campaign or whatever it is off compared to."
What is the campaign even about?
I don't fucking know. Who gives a shit? No one talks about it.
No.
Yeah,
Which is another problem. This is what I mean by oversaturation. Just like multiplayer is overtaking. Like companies are, take Black Ops 4 for instance. They are literally throwing single player out the window to focus on multiplayer.
There's people saying that it's going to be good, and I'm like, what gives you that impression? If the maps are like when it comes out right, and the maps are shit, what do they have going for themselves? Because they can't make a battle royale mode out of it, which they're going to do because they already said they are.
Yeah.
There's no campaign, nothing to back on.
Yep.
They will lose sales at the well, they'll get loads of sales at the start.
Oh yeah, it's Call of Duty.
Oh, exactly, but
That
then
title alone will
but
give them
then
something.
people not playing it. Well, what's the fucking point?
Yeah, exactly.
I know they're the company, it's Activision. They'll be like, oh well, we got our money, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, well, fuck you. Just take microtransactions out of Destiny. Fucking stop being cunts. Stop being Activision Blizzard.
I don't mind microtransactions in Destiny, but it's just it costs so much.
What about when it was Iron Banner? Did you hear about this story?
I think I did, but refresh.
The only way you could get one of the emotes was to pay for it. There was no way to grind to get it.
Oh yeah, that is the problem. Locking things behind a paywall.
Yeah.
And pay to win. Those are two problems with anything with microtransactions. If you can pay to be better than someone else, Battlefront 2, I'm fucking looking at you. You're broken. You've fucked your game. There's no point.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, if it's a game all about grinding...
the original Star Wars Battlefront 2.
That's what I just said.
Put that on the fucking Switch.
Oh, put that on Switch?
Yeah.
Well, the original. Oh, the original. Yeah, I get it. I thought you meant before they updated it and got rid of all the bullshit. But you mean the Xbox one? Like the original Xbox?
The one from about
Yeah,
15 years ago.
Yeah. That would be a good one for
I
Switch.
would fucking play the shit out of that. My girlfriend wouldn't even see that Switch. Fuck her. Star Wars.
Star Wars.
No, that was the best Battlefront. It was one of the best Star Wars games. Give me that and the fucking Force Unleashed.
I saw... Oh, where was it? I almost bought it as well. It was in at the car boot. Star Wars Jedi Power Battles on PS1.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I said, how much is this? And the guy said...
Yeah, I bet he knew how much.
Huh?
How much was it?
He said it's only in the bundle with the PS1.
Oh.
I was like, but I don't need a PS1.
How much was the PS1?
Don't know, I didn't ask.
He probably knew how much Jedi Power Battles was.
And it was that, and the other game in the bundle was Croc Legend of the Gobbos. Another game I was looking for.
Wow.
Yeah, but whatever.
Anyone has a Bloody Roar 2? Hit me up, please.
What, is that another game we can bring to Switch?
I love that game. That game is one of the best fighting games I've ever played, but I'm shit at fighting games.
See, if we're talking about old school, I preferred that over Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat and all that
it was
stuff.
different.
Yeah,
not
the
only could you
transformations.
fight as humans, you could transform into the wolf or the bat.
Yeah. Jenny, the
The
bat.
bat.
Bakayuro, the mole.
Oh, I can't remember the comedian guy's name because it's like Avatar, the comedian. It's like, what the hell? I'm just saying, the Switch has so much potential.
It does.
But Did you just fucking quote Voldemort?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We got there.
I'm sorry. It just clicked in my head what you were doing. There's so many things they could port over. I'd be interested to see, like the Mass Effect trilogy.
Yeah.
Because Mass Effect
Making
3
that
was
more
on the Wii
accessible.
U.
Yeah, it was actually. Yeah, came out after, didn't it? It was like an Ultimate Edition or something.
Yeah, I'd love maybe the Arkham trilogy.
What with Origins?
Not Origin. No, the trilogy.
I'm trying to think what they are.
Asylum
You've got Asylum
City.
City and
Like, look, all right, look. Let's be clear.
Night.
Yeah, Night.
Oh, Night's the third. Okay.
Yeah, it's the third one. Origins is not bad, story-wise. The story is the origin of the Joker.
Yeah.
Essentially, and it's a great story. The problem is that it wasn't Rocksteady. Is it Rocksteady? Is that one of the guys who
No.
make it?
Because
Warner Brothers publish it, but it's
wasn't it Rocksteady that made Origins and not the others?
no.
It's the other way around.
Yeah, it's the other way around.
Oh, then I don't.
It was
I don't
like
know.
it was like one of their side companies made Origins,
Yeah.
and it was like good story. You got that part right. But this fucking gameplay, what are you doing? I'm fucking flying. Next thing you know, I'm in the floor. What's going on? It's like it's annoying, but you know, updates could have fixed it, and maybe if they re-released it and made it better. But they won't do that because it's money, and
Yeah.
they probably know they won't get the same amount of sales. Just it's a shame, but it's not bad story. So watch a movie.
Yeah, fair enough.
There are movies on YouTube. Enjoy that. Or else I'm rambling on about
Here's
Arkham
some other
Origins
games
here.
actually that I think might do well because it's kind of becoming its own series now. The Digimon games that have been coming out.
Oh, Cyber Sleuth.
So Cyber Sleuth onwards, like Hacker's Memory, and
We've got Digimon Survive coming out.
yeah, it looks interesting. It
I'm-
looks beautiful,
I'm
and it's
curious to know what it's about.
apparently. Oh, I did hear something about it. I think you're trying to basically just escape the digital world and survive because everything's trying to kill you.
Well, that'll be good because that'll
And Argumon
very
is your main
reminiscent of
try.
just the original. The original.
It's the digital
Digimon.
world itself against them.
Yeah. Well, there were people who helped them, but like obviously there were evil entities in the digital.
No, I don't mean
world.
that. I mean the actual world itself.
Well, Troy wasn't about that.
In like the fifth movie when they go back into the digital world, the world itself is trying to eject them.
Yeah, alright, fair enough.
That's what I kind of mean.
Yeah.
He's like, it considers us a virus. Hey, fuck you, fucking.
Oh god. I just realised what you quoted. I just had a look at your games. And
Can't say fuck you, fucking.
I'm
badass.
surprised that shut up. I'm surprised that KH isn't on the Switch, considering the handhelds that's come out before it.
I wouldn't mind. Okay, right.
358 remake.
Yeah, literally just the handheld remakes going on to Switch, like remaking them for the Switch.
Yeah.
Because one, they don't have to worry about a trophy list, which would upset me a little bit. But the fact all we have at the moment is a movie, I can't complain. Like it's still more.
Could you imagine if there was a trophy? It was like complete 358 with the Keyblade, like Kingdom Key. Sorry.
I actually saw, and I gotta give her a shout out for this because I've never watched any of her streams before. But Keyblade Sarah,
Oh
right,
yeah, I know.
well, you know, she's doing a level 1 critical Keyblade only run.
I
at the
did
moment.
hear about it. Yeah.
She was fighting Demix. She clutched the shit out of that fight.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
It's obviously you die super slow
Yeah.
because like you're weak as shit. And she's got her magnets down to a T, right? She's taking health off while blocking, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And she gets down right to the end, like half a health bar,
Yeah.
panics like fuck, gets hit down to like no health, starts scrolling the menus frantically. She's like, oh my god. And she just about hits limit form to heal herself, and then uses oh fuck, what is it, Sonic Blade, the one where you kind of zoom backwards and forwards, or is that
No, it's Sonic Blade.
yeah, and beats him. And I was just like, fair fucking
a
play. That was a clutch right there.
That's quite the clip.
But something I did learn, a problem for critical mode runs. Sorry, this is devolving into King Hearts, but this is the last thing. You don't get a checkpoint after you beat him. You have to do all the Final Fantasy fights all the way down to the save where Goofy comes back.
Yeah.
And if you die against them Morning Stars, which apparently one hit kill you,
Yeah.
you've got to do the fight again.
Yep.
Fuck that. Like, I was thinking, man, I might do some level 1 runs, like just for Twitch. Like, not including wanting to play through them properly. Just, do some level 1 criticals. So I've never done them before, and I call myself a massive fan. I thought it'd be interesting to try and actually get through, but That put me off. Just knowing you've got to do that boss. I hate Demix.
Spyro comes as well.
That's something I haven't looked at. I think it would do perfect on the Switch. One thing I have to say, I know this keeps moving away from Switch games we want, but I guess it's more of just a Nintendo business decisions discussion, really.
Yeah, probably.
But Spyro, only Spyro 1 is on the disc.
Yeah, it is.
What are they doing? What are you doing, Activision?
Being
What are you doing?
They're being Activision.
I know they are. But is this the future?
No.
Are you sure?
The future is when we have fucking 5 terabyte hard drives and then you can fucking go digital. Not now.
At the same time, the only way I would ever accept a digital-only future is in the way of Sonic Mania. You get a cool physical edition, and the case opens, and there's a little card in there with a code. I'm happy
A
with
lot
that.
of people hate that.
If we're going to go digital-only, I can live with it, but I prefer a disc.
Yeah.
But I still want something physical, because like a lot of people say, games isn't just about the games. It's about playing them and enjoying it. It's about appreciating them for the works of art that they are. Because let's face it, now these days, the amount of love and effort that goes into making these games.
Yeah.
They're pieces of art. They're people's livelihoods. And then on top of that, they're fun to collect. That's part of the fun of it. People collect cards. Some people just collect games.
I've probably got an unpopular opinion here, but I think Amiibo should just stop. I don't think they should carry on anymore. If you're not gonna fucking if you're not gonna make a bulk of them, then don't fucking release them, because they become limited, and then once they're limited, it's just useless collecting them.
Yeah, I mean, speaking from the point of view of we're both collectors.
Oh yeah, I know.
So,
I know what you mean.
I have, I think, 3 Amiibos.
I have 1, and it came with a limited edition.
So I've got Wolflink, which came with my Twilight Princess.
Same.
I've got Mario, which came with my Super Smash Bros. Wii U.
Yeah.
And I've got Link, which I bought because
You also
I wanted
can't
Link.
forget there was a Mario for Mario Maker as well.
I know, the 8-bit one.
Yeah.
8-bit, then there was a gold and a silver Mario,
Yeah.
which are limited as hell.
There was another one.
Dr. Mario.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a
There
Dr.
was
Mario.
shitloads of them.
So, yeah, like I say, there was all these different ones. I've got 3, which are those 3. I bought Link because I wanted a Zelda amiibo. Just more for the figure point of it than caring about it in any
Like,
other
we
way.
saw the Majora's Link the other day, and that was like 30 quid in a CEX.
Was it 30?
Yeah, it was fucking loads. For
Yeah.
like a piece of plastic that all it does is it gives you an extra item in a game.
It's essentially their way of justifying paying £12 for
I
one
will
item of
say,
DLC.
Sony tried to get on this bandwagon. I mean, they're fucking like collectible figures,
But they're stocking them.
and they're stocking them, but they don't do jack all for you.
No,
just
they don't, but
collectibles.
these really are. They've marketed them right. They're saying, look, these are cool collectibles of your favourite
It
characters.
kind of falls under the whole Fortnite thing with Battle Royale.
Right.
Because it's like, Amiibos are popular, pop figures are popular.
Yeah.
So Sony have looked at that and gone, wow, we have characters we could use.
I
How dare you use
personally-
our fucking characters pop?
I personally prefer if they just made pops. I already collect pops. I'd rather just keep collecting pops
Yeah.
than have loads of different types of figures everywhere. The only other kind of figure that I actually do like, other than Play Arts Kai from Square, because let's face it, they are beautifully made.
Yeah.
But, you know, Nendoroids. Or Nendoroids, or however the hell you say it.
What?
A Nendoroid, they've just released or announced some Kingdom Hearts ones. So I'm
Oh, wait, I think I know what you're on about.
they're kind of like, they have like
Yes, I know what
replaceable
they look like,
faces
yes.
to make
Yeah.
them have like different
I
expressions.
don't know, I didn't like those. I didn't
I
like the look of
personally
it.
don't mind them, but other than those and pops and Play Arts, I don't care for figures and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest, same with plushes. A lot of people like getting plushes. I don't. I like collecting Kingdom Hearts stuff, and that is the only reason I have a Shadow plush, and the only reason that I would buy the other 3 fucking plushes that they came out with.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to throw this out here right now. We should change the title of this podcast to not games we want on the Switch, but to the potential of a Nintendo Switch. Because even though we have labelled games, we've also gone on there about their business practices. So the title
Yeah,
would
we
make
have
a lot
kind
more
of-
sense.
I don't know what this is about. I feel like we've kind of
Steered off.
yeah, we've I can't even think of the word right now. It is just escaping me. What's it called when you tangent?
Yeah.
I'm just going to call it a tangent.
Gone
We've
off on a tangent.
Yeah, we've done that a lot. But do you know what it is? It's
it
just
all
talking about
links
opinions.
in a way though, because when we talk about something, we do. Like for instance, I mentioned
We do link it back.
I mentioned Kingdom Hearts coming to the Switch, and then we went on to 358, and then we kind of went on about amiibos.
Well, I talked about Keyblade Sarah,
Figures.
that kind of pushed us onto level 1
Yeah.
runs. And
But you know, anything we talk about is linking back. What I'm saying is,
To what Nintendo should do.
This should be an episode on like the potential of the Switch.
Yeah.
So let's recap. So the potential of the Switch is it should get a library of like every Nintendo game, because we are living in an age now where people think the consoles are dying, and even though we have been a PS5 has like technically been announced,
people say that it may be announced for release in 2020.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is ridiculous because the Pros haven't been around that long.
But the Pro compared to the X is such a big difference.
I think we need a 5 more than we need an Xbox.
The
whatever.
5 needs to be better than the X, not equal. Because
of
if the
course.
5 comes out,
Xbox are going to smash it
Xbox
out
are going to
the park.
smash it out the park because the X is already powerful.
Yeah, of course. That is... It's not really fitting for this episode, but the thing I want to say is that's something that bothers me. The consoles being at war, which is this is the reason for the downfall of consoles.
War, yeah.
Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, all fighting between each other, while PC just glide along, saying that they're better than everyone else, not caring, and usually getting the best of pretty much everything, apart from cost and ease of use. PC do get better stuff, so they get better graphics, mod support, cheaper games.
Well, cost and ease of use for PC.
No, I'm saying that's the things that the meaning being PC for a really good PC that can play something at its best. You're looking at 900 quid.
Yeah, but
and then
the
ease of
argument
use.
they would use is that whereas you're paying an extra 500 quid to get a new console that will be able to run better things, they have to pay about 150 just to replace the parts.
But in them 10 years, how many times are they going to have to replace them parts? Considering a console should last for around 10 years.
Well, that's another argument for another day, because apparently the console life, like I've heard from different podcasts and different
How they don't
viewers,
last for that full
the
life
360
cycle.
shouldn't have lasted as long as it did. It was just
Well, they already announced when these came out they were going to be a 10-year life cycle console.
Yeah, but they're not.
I don't know. When did they come out?
2014.
Did they?
Yeah, because they were announced in 2013. So they would have come out either shortly after that E3. So
Yeah, it would have been
might
2014.
Late 2013 or early 2014. Late 2014.
It was late 2013, I think.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, late 2013, because it was just before Christmas. Because I worked the midnight
I
launches.
get that you think, but the way technology is going now is that when the PS5 comes out, I guarantee that'll be that'll probably be the last console, because Sony are either going to have to pull up or shut up now.
Yeah.
Or it's going to last like 5 years, and then we'll get a new one.
I feel like that's how it's always going to be.
The rate
I feel
of
like
technology is too fast.
I feel like every 2 to 3 years we're going to get the 0.5. So the Pro.
Oh yeah, that's
The
always
X.
going to happen.
Well, the X isn't even 0.5. That's like fucking
With
Kingdom Hearts 2.8 Final
The
Chat
only
Pro.
thing I remember not
the
doing
S
it,
is the 0.5.
there were two things that didn't do it back in the PS2 era, and it was the Xbox and the GameCube, because the PS2 came out with a slim version, didn't it?
Yeah, did you?
Xbox
did not.
And
Xbox
GameCube
went the
didn't.
other way and it came out with a slim controller.
GameCube had like an innovation to bring it back to Nintendo, where obviously we've mentioned is the adapter for the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah. The controller was very different as well.
Couldn't it also go online? I know they all could in a way, but
I think possibly. I think you had to buy one of them big black box adapter things that go on the bottom. Because remember, you had all them clips
so
that
many
came off.
fucking things you needed.
But then Sony had a big black adapter to go across the back
Yeah, it
that
was
slotted into the
ridiculous.
port, and then you had Ethernet ports.
But then we get to the 360 lifespan. So
Xbox
the 360
was the only viable option, I
So
think.
the 360 went from that to the Slim. Am I right?
Yeah, you had the Xbox 360, the fat chunky one. Then they came out with the Elite,
Oh yes, Elite. That's the one.
which was the same.
Which was my
it was
one.
just a bigger hard drive. It was
yeah,
a 120
which was a
gig.
good. Which you doubled the hard drive.
Yeah, the biggest on the
And
original was 60. You had 20 gig, 40 gig,
It
60
also
gig.
fixed the whole red ring thing. Because
Yes and no.
because there was that.
There was it was mostly fixed. There was rare cases.
To be
where
fair,
Elites
I'll
did
actually
get it,
say right
but
now, I almost got it, but I did
almost got it.
I did your thing of you said you had to quickly pull out the plug as fast as you could.
Yeah, so they
I did
didn't
that
have power
straight away.
going to it anymore.
Didn't use it for 24 hours. Came back and it was fine.
That's what I did. Mine, the red ring came up, I was like, no! Ran for my plugs, yanked it out, and just left it for like an hour. Went back and it was alright.
Sorry, the PS3 came out with a Slim, which was so good because the chunk on the first PS3
The PS3 was huge.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, so Xbox did come out with
A weird back
S.
practice that Sony did was the whole not backwards with the PS2. That didn't make sense to me. PS1
I did read
games.
up on that. I know why that happened.
Oh, no, yes, you
It's
did tell
because
me.
the PS2 ran on a different codec to the PS1.
Yes, you did tell me.
So they had to basically, essentially, put a PS2 processor inside the PS3. That's why it was so big.
But then if they had the innovation of Nintendo, they would have released that as a separate adapter.
Yeah, they could have done that.
And then been like...
That is Sony's bad choice.
Yeah, exactly. And then Nintendo Wii, they didn't need to because the Wii was such a family console. That's why it's probably the
Oh, it became a phenomenon, the Wii did. It sold out everywhere. You could not get a Wii
Yeah.
when it first came out.
Do you remember they were announcing all these amazing games and then Red Steel came out and it was trash?
Yeah, it was a good idea.
Yeah, it was a good idea.
Then Red Steel 2 came out.
I heard that wasn't even any better.
I'm just going to throw this out there.
And then they tried to do it with the Wii U, which was, let's face it, that wasn't a new console.
Excite Truck is the best Wii exclusive.
What was?
What?
The Nunchuck.
No, Excite Truck. Have you ever
What's
played
that?
it? It's fucking incredible. It's a racing game.
I've never played that.
I saw someone tweet about it, say this game's amazing on the Wii, and I was like,
For me,
man.
the Wii has always been Wii Sports, which is such a generic answer.
It's generic, but do you know what?
I never had
for
a
a
Wii.
bundle copy for a console to test it out, that was a solid game.
I never had a Wii.
I had one at one point.
Yeah.
But that was my mum bought one
But
or something.
let's face facts here. Wii U is not like a new console. It was definitely like the new, like the 0.5.
Yeah, it was the midway between
Switch
the
now.
Switches. They're big.
Their big reveal, their new thing. It's been out for a year now, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's scary. No, has it?
Yeah,
Not quite.
I saw an announcement the other day.
I bought one for Mark. I swear it came out in the March.
Yeah, we're past March. Way past March. This is fucking August.
No, I was thinking this. I kept thinking it was this year I bought it. I didn't realize it'd been so long.
Yeah, it's been over a year now.
Jeez. Yeah, yeah. I've still got my little. Well, you can't see it, but there is a Master Sword up there somewhere.
I know there was a point to us doing this whole 0.5 thing.
Essentially that. So consoles don't last 10 years.
Yeah, yeah.
Technology is improving too fast.
So this is one
So every 3
scared
years,
for the
essentially.
Switch because
I feel like it will get the Vita treatment.
yeah.
They're not going to do a Slim. I don't feel like there's a way to do a Slim.
Oh yeah, Vita got a Slim as well, didn't it?
I feel like they'll release one with better battery life, slightly more powerful, so it'll like.
It
handle
needs to
more.
be a bit more powerful.
Yeah, that's all I feel like they're going to do for it. And then they'll probably redesign the dock to not scratch your screen.
Or bend it.
That hasn't happened to me so far, so I'm lucky there. But yeah, there was I saw a tweet where Twitches? God, got it on the mind. Switches were literally cracking down the middle,
Yeah.
all the way down the back, just splitting in part. For
Yeah,
no
I know, I've
reason.
seen it.
It's like,
Apparently that was like the
Yeah.
ones that came out first.
but that I got mine on release day.
Keep an eye out.
Yeah, I know, I have been, but it's perfect. There's nothing wrong with it so far.
So to recap then, we just think that the Switch has untapped potential.
Yes and no. I think as the Switch is now, it's doing fine. It's amazing. But there's no problem with going further with it.
See,
It's stupid not to.
I'm a person that's like looking into the future, and I just feel like if it doesn't hit these points, so it doesn't maybe it doesn't come out with the adapter, but if they don't come out with the adapter, maybe they come out with like these bundle packs, which would still be good.
Like what they've done with Smash Bros.
Yeah.
They released. Is it the UK? It's still not out in the UK store, but they've added a new thing. I sent you a picture, but I don't think it's sent. They automatically upgraded my order to a Steelbook edition for Smash Bros.
Really?
Ultimate on Nintendo Store.
Really?
But still no adapter and controller combo. I've already ordered the adapter and controller
Yeah, yes.
separately. But
doesn't that prove my point as well? The GameCube was such an underrated console because of the fact that even now people want a GameCube controller to play Smash with.
Yeah, but I think that's because Melee is what made Smash what it is. The original Smash, don't get me wrong, was probably a great game. I never played it
The
myself.
64 controller made it a bit annoying.
There is that. The 64 controller was a bit horrendous. I think. I'm actually shocked the 64 did so well, considering its peripherals were just trash.
It had a lot of good games. Like Pokemon Stadium as well was another good one.
Yeah, Pokemon Stadium.
Which was arguably like the predecessor to
Smash.
Coliseum.
Oh, Pokemon Coliseum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what gave them the inspiration to make Coliseum in the end.
Yeah.
But overall, you think that the Switch is fine now, but could do more.
Yeah.
I think it will need to do more later down the line.
I think closer to when the new consoles start getting announced.
Like
Maybe not when they're not out, but when they start getting announced, the Switch is going to realise we're going to fall behind.
Yeah.
That's what I feel will happen.
But Nintendo in Nintendo fashion probably won't even think about it.
Possibly not. I feel like Nintendo don't see themselves as in competition with anyone. They feel like They feel like Sony and Microsoft are going at it, and they're kind of just having fun making the games they love.
But now that them and Microsoft are kind of like cross-playing, because we got Minecraft and
they have the Switch is
Fortnite.
looking more towards AAA titles than ever before with
Which it
Nintendo.
should.
Yeah, I agree completely. Yeah, I just think they need more original titles.
Yeah.
They don't need to keep porting over other games like Insane Trilogy and things like that. And they don't need to rely on their own back catalogue. They need their own titles. So new games, new IPs, work on those. Like, well, am I correct in thinking I Am Setsuna is PS4 exclusive?
It's made by Tokyo RPG Factory. Obviously
Yeah, no, it's
published by
licensed by
Square.
It's from their Square Enix collective, isn't it? They're
I
like,
can't imagine it being PlayStation exclusive. Not if
dunno.
it's done like that.
I don't know. I mean,
Child
I guess Child of Light's not exclusive.
no, it's not.
That was actually on Xbox Gold.
Yeah.
Games of Gold. Ibs got it.
I can't imagine.
Never played it.
I can't imagine it being PlayStation. If it is, then that explains why it might not be coming to Switch. But who knows?
Yeah, I suppose, but I don't remember ever seeing it anywhere else.
No.
And obviously you've got Lost Sphere as well. I want to beat.
I think that's the game that's coming out.
What, Lost Sphere?
Yeah, along with Child of Light.
That would be stupid to not release I Am Setsuna then, because it's the same people
Yeah.
as Lost Sphere.
But anyway.
But yeah, so Nintendo, just
Fix your shit.
start thinking about the future.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't just keep porting the same things and having less powerful versions. Just at the moment your only selling point is AAA on the go.
Yeah, exactly.
That is your only selling point.
But there will come a point where they can't even do that.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, okay, AAA on the go, great selling point. You've got your own titles, so Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, as much as I hate to say it, but Breath of the Wild. I suppose you could say Horror Warriors. As much as I find it repetitive, I know there are
It is
people who love
technically
it.
a port.
I know it's a port, but what I'm saying is like,
Yeah.
it's a Nintendo exclusive
Yeah,
title.
yeah, yeah.
And then like Mario Kart 8, things like that. They're doing fine for now. It's great, but it is going to need their own new AAA IPs.
Yeah.
That are exclusive to Switch in the future.
We're getting there. We'll see how it goes. And obviously when Smash and Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee come out, we'll see where we are then, and probably come back to this talking point and see what we think of the Switch at that point.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously, I feel like doing that when Smash is out as well. I want to talk about how that actually holds up compared to Melee.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people loved Brawl, which I played it for about 10 hours. It was alright.
Yeah.
Well, still think Melee was better. But then a lot of people think that, so we'll see. We'll see how Ultimate holds up, because I personally feel like Ultimate could be what it says, be the ultimate Smash game. So yeah, I think that's about it. I can't think of anything else to put on the Switch, really.
Yep, let's end this.
Yeah. Yeah, let us fucking go, man. Get
I
out
wanted
of
this to be a lot shorter than it turned out to be, I can tell you that.
Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. Okay. That was our opinions on the Nintendo Switch. So we'll be back next episode. Keep it frosty, guys. Peace out.
Bye-bye.